back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, it's about 3:35 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is pretty much at $111,000. So we're back up above the $110,000 range. So we're back on track here. Now, if we start off here with the weekly chart, we see that on Sunday we had a bad candle, big red candle here. We were far away from the 21 moving average, but yesterday we went as low as, I believe, $108,666. The 21 moving average is at $106,819. This is pretty close to the 21 moving average. So even though the stochastics are on the way down still, it's possible that now maybe we could just go a little bit sideways, stay above the 21 moving average, and once the stochastics reset, maybe we could blast up again. In this other chart, you guys know I have this kind of in a falling wedge, and so far we've been tracing it perfectly. Yesterday we went a little bit below, but as you can see now, we wicked up and we're back into the pattern. So this 21 moving average is already pretty much touching the pattern. Go sideways a couple more weeks, and then from there I think we could go back up. Now on the 6-day chart, 5-day chart, 4-day chart, we have still room for the stochastics to go down. On the 3-day chart, yesterday we closed this big red engulfing candle. So far right now we're rebounding up. The 50 moving average is still there. It's at 105,457. We haven't gone low from there. It looks like we're trying to make it back up to the 21 moving average at 115,213. The stochastics RSI still need some time to reset here, like I said, but maybe we can make it back up to the 21 moving average and maybe hover around there before making a bigger move. On the 2-day chart, it closes today in about 4 hours and 22 minutes, and we got support here at the 50 moving average at 111,661. Hopefully we could keep that and, like I said, get back above the 21 moving average. Now on the daily chart, yesterday was horrible. We lost the 100 moving average, but guess what? We technically closed at 110,111. So the range that I've been telling you guys, ranging from 110 through 120k, is still valid. Even though we dropped below, we did make it to about 108 after that. It doesn't really matter because we never closed a daily candle in those prices. So far, we are still above 110. Right now, we're pretty much at 111. So if we close today at 111, 112, even at 110, we're still in that range. So that is pretty good so far. The stochastics here are still rolling over. So we need to get above this 100 moving average as soon as possible. I would even like us to get above this 80 moving average at 112,817. I'll feel more comfortable at 112 at 113,000. On the other time frames, the 22-hour chart still has to reset. We are below the 200 moving average. That's at 111,516. That right now is going to be resistance. So we need to get above that 200 moving average as soon as possible. 12-hour chart, it shows here the stochastics still need time to continue resetting. 10-hour chart as well. On the 8-hour chart, yep, we still need more time. Let's take a look at the 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart is looking a little bit better. We're starting to point up, but again, we need to recover these averages. Now on the 4-hour chart, the stochastics are reset. So now this is the one that could get us out of this mud, and we are below the 21 moving average. That's a 112,628, but it looks like we could have the strength to get above that. Again, now we have to test the 200 moving average. The real resistance is going to be 116,279 if we could get above the 21 moving average. Now what I'm seeing here as a possible bottom, this was a beautiful double bottom here, cup and handle, that brought us up. We lost that bottom. This is now the new bottom, but it looks like this is a potential inverted head and shoulder. This is the left shoulder. We could be creating the head at the moment. We go up, maybe we get rejected by the 200 moving average again, we come down, and then we make that right shoulder, and then all of a sudden we blast up. I'm gonna do a temporary measured move. That doesn't mean that this is the measured move because it hasn't played out. I don't even know if this is going to end up being a inverted head and shoulder yet, but for giggles here, let's see what it would be. And once again, I haven't taken off that flag because if we get up here, we would be above this 4-hour flag that has the measured move to about 128. This will take us to 125. I'm still not losing hope on that flag. Maybe this could be an inverted head and shoulder that takes us up there. Now let's take a look at the other time frames. If we take a look at the 3 hour, hour, we still have move to go up. We're getting close to that 21 moving average. That looks good. On the 2 hour, we still have room to go up, and we're piercing the 21 moving average at the moment. This is good. Once we could get above the 21 moving average here, we'll start transferring that into the higher time frames. On the 1 hour chart, we are above the 21 moving average. This is really good. Stochastics were on the way down. We rolled back up, and now we're trying to get above the 50 moving average. We got to eat these lines one at a time until we're finally above this 200 moving average, which is at 113,686. If we could get above this 200 moving average, this is going to start showing a strength. And again, with the pattern that I showed, this could end up being the head. Like I said, even if we get rejected or we get above the 200 moving average here, and then we come down, check the support of it, and then we start making the other right shoulder there. And then on the 15-minute chart, stochastics are a little bit toppy, but look, we got above all the averages. Now the resistance right now is at 111,319, this 200 moving average. If we could get above that, we're going to start talking big business here, possibly trying to get back above to higher prices. So right now today, this is, you know, it's, you got to check the weather outside every day. One day could be raining, one day could be hot, one day could be cold. Every day is a different adventure here with crypto, with technical analysis. Yesterday it looked really bad. Today is looking a little bit more optimistic. So once again, guys, we're in the range of 110 through 120. Yesterday I was talking about we close below 110, there's going to be a new range between 100k and 110. So far that hasn't happened. We're still in the original plan, ranging from 110 through 120. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.